Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nuruddin Lokman bin Fazli. Today in this video, I will share with you guys about airlines flights accident crisis management. The majority of aircraft accidents that happen right now are unfortunate incidents that draw the attention of the industry, the governments, the media and the general public. Conclude that multiple fatalities in a single incident are tragic and have a lasting impact on the people who are affected. In particular, after the event of an aircraft accident, the industry has displayed that some goods can come from misfortune. Not to forget, we have felt genuine sympathy for grieving families. Although the industry initiative to lessen the causes of accidents, these crises are unavoidable due to the complexity of technology innovations, human factors and the industry's strong dependence. Also, an aircraft disaster causes a crisis that directly threatens the credibility of the airlines, its reputations and its financial status. Additionally, it often has a domino effect across the entire industry, affecting not only the victims and the troubled airlines but also other stakeholders. In analogy, the phases of an airline disaster crisis include pre-crisis, crisis and post-crisis. We can therefore better understand the many factors, behaviors and occurrences that affect a crisis beginning management and resolution by thinking of crisis in terms of stages. Without further ado, we must comprehend and recognize the significance of crisis management to airlines operations. According to Schutz 1990, the goals of crisis management is to give organizational stakeholders factual information as soon as possible. Also, it enables the organization to carry on with its regular operations while providing a methodical, organized approach to crisis. As a result, with a good crisis management, the organizational threat is minimized and possibilities are created. The difficulties of crisis management will, however, produce stress, threats, uncertainty, and time constraints. The objective of airline crisis management in the meantime are to find a solution, continue regular operations, and restore any damage done to the company. Next is the crisis contributing factors are going to be discussed. So, what issue or factors influence an airline operations following a major crash? Apparently, crew ability, traffic conditions, aircraft capabilities, weathers and unexpected situations are the main causes of airlines accidents. In addition, the majority of accidents involving commercial aircraft involve a human error or personal flaws. Human error may also be caused and can range from mental to physical in origin. For example, due to the environmental factors such as equipment skills, managerial practice or health factors, members of the flight crews, dispatchers, mechanic and air traffic controllers may experience lacking attentions, poor judgments, inaccuracies expectations or due to lack of knowledge or motor skills. Meanwhile, it is possible to take into account the environment and traffic infrastructure to be very significant factors. The traffic environment can be strained by airports, aircraft and air travel. High traffic density, for instance, will strain the air traffic control system and raise the possibility of mid-air crashes. According to Wells 1991, aircraft mechanical breakdowns occurs in more than 40% of airline accidents. Therefore, issues such as mechanical failures or aircraft capabilities can also be considered. Mechanical failures, on the other hand, is typically happen as a result of poor maintenance, poor design or operator error. Additionally, the weather also plays a role in the airline crisis when there is a lack of knowledge, a miscalculation is made, or maintenance issue arise during the dangerous weather. For instance, extreme and unexpected weather conditions like wind shear or icing have caused many deadly accidents. Last but not least, unpredicted occurrences like terrorism or sabotage could happen at random. Such incidents are unexpected, thus there is always some level of uncertainty. Next, the airline will revise its contingency plan in light of the circumstances. A comprehensive strategy that addresses how to handle the various components of a crisis must be prepared during a calm and a logical time. This is what is known as a contingency plan. In addition, the plan acts as a tool or manual for handling different aspects of the crisis. For managers to deal with the unique characteristic of the crisis more effectively, routine decisions are made before the event. Though it is a continuing activity, crisis planning, the need to assess, improve and update contingency plan is continuous. let's have a look at one example of how Malaysia Airlines handled the MH370 flight crash situation before the video ends. Based on the research study, the researchers comes to the conclusions that although highlighting some clear flaws in how the organization handled the crisis in the first moment after the disaster, MAS crisis communication management was largely effective. It demonstrates that the airline company overcame the crisis even though MAS failed to measure up to the theoretical concept of success and was unable to gain momentum in managing the problem. Even though numerous statements have been made since losing contact with the plane, it is undeniable that the airlines received criticism from international professional experts as they were assessed because many of the media release focus on debunking myths and rumors circulating in the absence of information. Because attention was constantly distracted, it increased the level of dissatisfaction among the involved parties. Nonetheless, MAS was successful in how they handled the welfare of the families. A truly strong link was formed between the family's members and the carers because of the full support package which was delivered to them from the very beginning of the crisis. The business has also done its part by distributing financial aids to the victims' relatives. So that's all from me. The reference I use is Strategic Communication in Crisis Management by Sally J. Ray. Also, Crisis Communication Management Strategies in MH370's Crisis with special reference to Situational Crisis Communication Theory by Afika Fazana Osman and Siti Zanaria Yusof.